Nothing but hits after hit. This is GRIZZBIZ, my 2 cents.
We here with the drum.
Yeah.
I ain't with the motherfucking drum. Yeah. We ain't with the drum. Yeah. Am I really focused as a comma? Yeah.
Fuck this drama, I'm tryna duck bitches. I got money, you give me the riches. She gon' try like 3 hours to get this. I just bet this little bitch like it's Christmas. Feeling shit and they calling me evil. Hit the shits like I'm evil, Knievel. Run a checkup, you know that your people. I can get it, you know that you see them. Politicking with bitch for the digits. I got bitches, they killing me, get it. I can stack up that bread to the ceiling. I'm a boss and you know that I'm willing. I might hit on your bitch after show. Gotta kill it, show my fucking hole. On my dick and you know how I go. Stack the bread to the ceiling, I roll. Drop top on that whip and I'm killing. Me and walk on this track and we get it. I can hit all your bitches, they steal it. I can hit on your bitch and they feel it.
We here with the drum. Yeah. I ain't with the motherfucking drum. Yeah. We ain't with the drum. Yeah. Am I really focused as a comma?
Yeah. I'm on your bitch, I'm on your hoe. Track that bread to ceiling, know how it go. I'm just a player, I never fold. Tryna fuck with bitches, know how I roll. I'm going in, I'm about to hit. I'm a boss with this flow, know I did. Down in your bitch, holla your bitch. Got your bitch, know you know that I win. I'm just a feeling, I might be in it. How I hit your bitches, know I'm gon' get it. Stack to the ceiling, know that I'm willing. Young shit really in, I come back to kill it. I'm just a boss, I'm about to floss. Off the top when I'm killing you all. Running your bitches, getting it on. Bad bitches know I'm getting it on, yeah.
This your boy Grizz.
And I'm your main man, Greenback.
And this is the GRIZZBIZ My 2 Cents Show. Powered by Unanimous. Unanimous. It's Wednesday to Wednesday. You dig what I'm saying? I might be a little overdressed for the occasion or underdressed for the occasion, but today is a very special Wednesday. It started out kind of rough, you know what I'm talking about, with all the BS going on, but I'm here with my family now. You know what I'm talking about? So I'm feeling good. I'm talking about we got our mojo back. It's Wednesday to Wednesday, and I want to give her a loud round of applause. My co-host Ivy the Aries. What's up, lady?
Hey.
What's good with you? How was your Wednesday to Wednesday?
You know, I'm never complaining. Always grateful. Wednesday to Wednesday was good this week.
That's what's up. I was excited about this coming up episode, man, because as you know, we always trying to get some sponsorship, and I just had to say, like, man, I've been hearing about this. I've been seeing these guys around. They cool with my family. They know the same people. I said, man, it makes so much sense to have these guys on the show. And the long story short, they already been a part of the program before I even knew that's part of the program. That's how cold they pimping is. Ladies and gentlemen, I have with me today one of the makers, one of the founders of the brand. I might have to say this wrong, man. It's so fancy. Markell-Bani. First of all, let's give a round of applause for Greg Lawrence. I got it right. Let's give a round of applause for Greg Lawrence. You know what I'm talking about? These brothers be fly, man. That's why I had to throw on my hat and everything. You know what I'm talking about? Because when you see them stepping out with the brand, there's a thing. It needs some theme music. We got some theme music over here for y'all, GK. You already know that. So we let y'all go through the catalog and pick out some of this theme music, man, because I feel like I need to be walking like this. And matter of fact, this is my first time tasting it. You know what I'm talking about? We about to pour it up right here so we can sip and talk. And I don't do a lot of. We can stop right there. Ivory, I'm surprised she didn't say stop. Oh, she went off the screen for a minute. She be on my ass.
I'm getting my camera together.
Okay, she be on my ass. She look like, Greg, that's a little bit too much. Now, Greg, am I doing this right, man? Is this for real? Do they do this for real?
Some people do.
You know, like I said, man, we ain't gonna even shout them people out right now because it's all about you. But being a part of some of these clubs and stuff, you might see some people do this stuff right here, like. Oh, let me get into the microphone.
My blood today, honey.
Let me get in the microphone today. Smell like good weed. No, sorry, my bad. But let me go ahead and get a taste.
No, you're good.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, man. Now, I know that was ghetto as hell, but I just got to go ahead and get some more because that is good, man.
Is that a cognac?
No, I can't talk right now. We're gonna have to go grab another bottle of this. I want to get them other ones from the mother folks away. My wife gonna be so mad.
What type of liquor is this?
This is called. Let him explain. Let him explain what it is.
It's wine. Oh, okay.
No, it's wine. Ain't wine liquor.
Okay.
That's the difference, right?
So I'm looking forward to a taste test myself in another few months here.
Yeah, I thought about you when I was drinking. Hold on. I thought about it.
Take a sip for me.
Yeah. I hope I don't be too loud. But Greg, sir, let's get serious for a minute, man. Explain to the people, man, how you got started. What was your passion? Explain your thought process of how this came about, man. You brought this to fruition.
Well, my business partner and I, Bani, who couldn't be here tonight, we had a conversation about starting something new. And through our conversation, we realized that there was not really no Black-owned wine companies that we had knew about at the time. This was back in 2008 when we first started. So we've been around a long time. Mm-hmm. So just from a conversation, that's how Markell-Bani was brought into fruition. And that's what we are today.
Did you
2021.
Did you wine though, man? Did you have any experience in the wine? Did you say
no experience, no nothing. Just something we sought out to do. So, most of the time, like they say, you put your mind to it, you can do it. You start researching and put a plan together, put a great business plan together, and this is where we at now, today.
Right. Did you now there's a difference between when they say, I just found this out, that cognac is a place where they get is that where they get grapes from, or how does that work? You know how that works? So
I mean, it's made from grapes. Cognac is made from grapes as well. So majority of your liquors are made from grapes. Okay. The fermentation process.
So what part of the country do you get your grapes from?
Upstate New York.
Upstate New York. Dig that.
Yes.
Dig that. And how many flavors do y'all have?
We have a sweet red, which is made from a Concord grape. We also have a sweet white, which is made from a Niagara grape. We also have a summer wine. It's a passion margarita made straight out of wine.
A passion?
Made straight from agave, but no tequila in it at all. Straight from wine.
Wow. So, very interesting. So, how many, 2008, that's a long time. So,
yes.
Are you across the country? Internationally yet?
States.
How many?
We're in seven different states.
7 different states. Is it a long process to get your liquor into, I'll say all 50 states?
Yes, it's a process. It's called money, financial backing.
Oh, okay.
No, every state has different laws. You have to have license in each state. So I'm just picking them apart state by state.
Oh, okay. Dig that. I always wonder how that works. You know what I'm saying? Like, because some of these celebrities be having they brand out, but it's not, you can't get it in Ohio. You got to go across to Kentucky. Are you in the tri-state area?
Yeah.
All 5?
Yes, we are.
That's what's up. And see, that's working your demographics. So that's what I be telling folks as far as when they doing music entertainment. even the social media stuff, that you have to work your demographics, and that's at least a 5-hour, 8-hour circle around from where you are, from where you live. You dig what I'm saying? So dig that. How did y'all come up with the brand? I mean, the logo.
Just everything came through conversation. We just started looking at the logo that you're looking at. It just represents, power, strength. And that's where we started from. We started from that. Markell is my middle name, but now it's my business partner's middle name.
Okay.
Our red wine is called Naira Rouge, which is my business partner's daughter. Our white wine is called Demara Blanc, which is my daughter. So it's all about generational wealth.
Hey, man, that is what's up. Give him a double applause for that. You know what I'm talking about? That's really what's up. My brother, and that's what it's about. My brother named his stores after his kids, and that's the pass down. So I understand that. I understand that. Does the whole family get involved with the wine now? I'm sorry,
for the most part, but most of the time it's just my business partner and I just laying down a foundation, setting the kids up to be able to take over one day.
Right. So how long is the process to get a bottle? To make a bottle?
How long is the process?
Yeah. What is the process?
It depends.
Do you step on the grapes personally?
No, I do not.
Chris, you're crazy.
I was so serious about that question.
I love it. No, there are machines for that, grape crushing machines for that.
I think you and your partner need to go ahead and just do a bottle, old school bottle, and maybe that open it. You know what I'm talking about? Just put it away, because I see big things happening, and that'd be some exclusive stuff. You can also make an NFT of it. Anyway, don't mind me, man. It's the alcohol. It's this.
It's 12.5% alcohol.
Oh,
so it's not juice.
No,
it'll get you there.
Nigga, I'm there.
Obviously. So you talked about that this wine has been in the making since 2008. How long has it been in actual production?
Since 2008. We came out. We was in stores in 2008. 2008. Once we came out, a month later, we landed in Biggs grocery store that used to be around.
Wow.
Yes.
Biggs.
Yes.
Yeah, so we're talking old school here in Cincinnati. For those of you youngins that are maybe tuned in, you may not have ever known of Biggs, but yeah, Biggs was back in the day. So pretty big grocery store chain. So that's where your first big jump was into the industry.
Yes, it was. Also, it came with trials and tribulations as well. Because right as fast as we got Biggs, a month later, Biggs was bought out by Rimke.
I'm hot.
Okay. And Rimke, I know of a few, but it's not as popular of a chain supplier as Biggs was. So that kind of put a shift in the plan.
Yes, it did put a big shift in the plan, because once Rimke came from Kentucky and took over all the Biggs locations, they didn't keep a lot of the Biggs products. I mean, no matter what it was, food, alcohol, a lot of things they just didn't keep. They brought all their own stuff.
Right. So I was going to say.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
I'm sorry. No, go ahead and finish your statement.
No, I was just saying it left a lot of people out in the cold and, scratching your head, deciding what's going to be the next pivot move.
Yeah, absolutely. So I was going to say, being a young Black entrepreneur in an industry where you didn't see anyone else that looked like you, that you knowingly had a connection with, what was that journey like?
Well, it was a very, very tough journey going to these wine festivals, and you get there and no one looks like you, and everyone has the same types of wine. At the time, we had a Chardonnay, we had a Sauvignon Blanc, and a Merlot. But at that time in 2008, majority of the wine companies had the same product. Mm-hmm. So we have to try to come up with a way to distance ourselves and create our own lane. And that's why we shifted to the sweet wines. have our own lane, and it was the best move we could have ever made. So a lot of people
because
talk to us
I
and
enjoy a sweeter wine than I do. But I know if I think about 90s TV and into the early 2000s TV and Black movies, you did see a lot of the Merlots, and that was the quote unquote high end wine status. So again, transitioning over into a new part of this brand new industry that you're tapping into. What were some of the connections? Was it networking? Was it connection? Was it resourcing? Like, how did you just press forward with that?
We had to start pounding the pavement. A brief history of us. We started off in a micro winery in Hyde Park, and they taught us how to, we just knocked on the door one day, and a guy let us in. Actually, they were closed that day that we went. So Divine Intervention, we went there and someone was there. He was there actually making wine there. He allowed us in and showed us the process. The next couple of days, his wife and a couple other ladies who owned it, they took a liking to us. And they got behind our product, taught us how to make wine. And once we got Biggs, they were unable to keep up with the demand that we needed with Biggs because they were just a small micro winery. So we had to go all the way to California because we didn't know nowhere else to go to get our stuff produced. So we found a Black-owned winemaker in Hillsburg, California. We reached out to them, took a journey down there, and they picked us up. Since we already had our own recipes and everything, they took us in because they didn't have to do too much work as far as putting our product together. Fast forward 30 days later, once the product was ready, that's when Biggs got bought out. So now we're in California with a truck full of wine with no destination. Trials and tribulations.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it shows the perseverance and, and your belief in your dream and what you saw for you and this company that you were building and how much faith you had in that. So definitely. When you spoke on having your own recipe and all of that to go into the winery, how does that work? Do you get that information patented? Is that copywritten? How would someone go about looking into the process of creating a recipe that could be mass generated and manufactured for distribution?
Oh, good question, girl.
Everything is made straight from grapes, so you can't patent grapes. It's just your process and how you ferment yours, how long you let yours ferment, and what other ways you want to do it, and what type of machines and equipment that you're using gets a different taste than what someone else may be using. So when I say we had our own recipe, we took the Merlot and we put black cherry in it to give it a little more sweeter taste so it wouldn't be as dry. We took our Sauvignon Blanc and we added kiwi pear to it, which gave it a different taste. So when we went to these wine tastings, we had those same products, but we did have a different taste by adding those different flavors to it.
Wow.
Gotcha. So you're kind of the innovator of the flavored wine.
I would like to think so. I mean, a lot of people see us now and they see all these celebrities with wine and stuff. They don't realize the longevity that we had. They don't realize all the doors that we had to kick down for a lot of people like us to even be in this position. They don't know that we were the ones to make this stuff cool. We are the ones that's showing up in the suits and stuff like that and doing things on a whole different creative way to just embrace novice wine drinkers. Drinking was not for novice wine drinkers. And that's what we wanted to create, and that's the lane that we took forward to. Being a wine company that's not trying to age the wine. We want to give you something that you buy now and you drink now. It's a lot of novice wine drinkers out there that people wasn't even thinking about until Markell-Bani opened up that door.
Wow.
Yeah. So do you do business with any of our local bars? Is there any particular place where you can go and sit down and enjoy your wine, or is this in-store
restaurants or anything?
We are in a couple of stores. Myself, I would have thought we'd have been in every Black-owned establishment, but we're not. Some people say that we're too Black, which I don't understand. Some people just want to take it just because we're Black. I don't understand. But hey, if that's the way you roll, that's the way you roll. That's your establishment. More power to you.
Wait a minute.
I knew Grizz was getting ready to jump in there.
Wait a freaking minute here. So, you trying to tell me that this good ass wine, let me drink it out the bottle. Let me show you. The hell we're pouring through the glass.
Ghetto at its finest. Grizz, you know what?
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying that I don't understand why any black establishment doesn't have this brand in their establishment.
Some of them does. Yeah, some of them does. And I name them. We are in Good Brothers. And we are also in Barcodes. So, you know,
let's give a round of applause for Good Brothers. And shout out to Shannon too. You know, the bartender. She puts it down. Didn't they go through a good a rehab over there? Renovations over there? I think they did, but and Barcode. Let's give a round of applause for them too. You know what I'm talking about? And
as well as Andy.
You mentioned a couple other supporters.
Andy supports us as well.
Andy's.
Okay.
A round of applause for Andy's. Shout out to Alcatone.
Yes.
Yeah, man, I don't understand that. There's so many different little spots around here.
Well, you know, black on black crime exists, and hating on one another is part of it.
You can't say black on black crime.
I mean, I support each and every last one of them. So I support every single black-owned establishment. You know, but hey,
I can't believe OTR J. Ross don't got this down there.
No.
Hey man, we gonna have to bring him on the show, and we gonna have to camp outside. Like, nigga, you got one of the biggest spots, and you're doing a lot for the city. You could do a lot for this brand too, and everything else. So,
I mean, we're past that point, man.
No, man. This is the GRIZZBIZMY2SENSE Show, and we call it like we see it. I don't give a damn. We call it like we see it, man, because I face the same thing that you're facing on a different level. Like, for instance, this YouTube channel. Now, I could tell Negroes to go subscribe. You don't got to like me. You can call me a cornball, asshole, whatever. I don't give a damn. But if you're supporting black owned and black this and that, hey, man, do something and go subscribe to the goddamn channel, and you ain't even got to look at the crap no more. Something simple as that. But let me post something about some old crazy stuff or something. Then they coming out the woodwork. So I understand where you're going with that. I understand it. We're going to keep working and pushing on it. And I like your attitude about it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Yeah,
you got to move forward. It is what it is. Well, you're more than welcome to come visit me and my husband. Well, my husband and I's barbershop. He's down at 1187 West Galbraith Road, black-owned business. Grizz, you had an open invitation. You ain't showed up yet, Mr. Support one another.
You know what? You know what?
1187 West Galbraith Road. Don't meet me there. Beat me there. I'll see you sometime this week.
Okay. Let's see if Joe can get this beard together. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, he got you.
You know what I'm talking about? Because they definitely need that. But these speed bumps, man.
No, but seriously, as support, no, honestly, you know, it's hard to gain support from your peers, and especially those that you expect the support from. We hear that so much in entrepreneurship. So it sounds like to me it was easier for you to network and gain mutual interest to move forward with people outside of your initial immediate networking system.
Yes, exactly. I mean, we just got Kroger's as well. So starting January, we've been in a lot of your Kroger stores as well.
Yes, round of applause for that too, Kroger. Hey man, it's a damn shame that I hadn't known y'all was around that freaking long. I did not know.
See what I'm saying? I
did not know, man.
Each one teach one.
And we've been hitting all these other spots, these other people's spots, and I put this on everything. This red wine, I got some red wine at home that's good. But this right here, I know when I go out of town, I'm getting ready to fly out of here real soon. I'll be on close to where you was, Greg. But I ain't gonna say nothing else. But I definitely want to take me some bottles of this with me. Can you take this to the airport?
Just
No.
pack it up tight. You can pack it in your bag though. You have to pack it in your bag tight so it won't break us or anything like that.
Oh yeah, that's definitely because. Are you out on the West Coast?
No, we're not. No, we're not.
Hey man, you need to be out there where you just came from, man. This would go hard.
Well,
hard in the paint.
Like I said, it's a process, and we are working the process.
Do you have a QR code on your bottles that show you where you can find what locations you're in?
Yes, we do.
Oh,
that's what I'm talking about. I learned how useful those QR codes here recently. When it comes to networking and promoting, those QR codes are key. So that's good. So if you run into a bottle, have a bottle, need a bottle, scan the QR code, figure out what's your nearest location and go and cop that, or visit one of the local bars that the gentleman just spoke of and give all the Black businesses a couple coins. It works for everybody.
You can also go on our website, www.markell-Bani-wines.com as well, and we do ship.
Okay.
Okay. So even if you're not there, you can get it there.
Yes.
So that's what's up.
I'm glad.
I like that. So how's shipping been going with you for you through COVID?
It's been shaky. A lot of stuff that we ship out are not making it to places sometime, and it's just with everything. A lot of my products,
that's the nature of the business right now.
Yes. So we just ask everyone to be patient with not just us, but all the rest of the businesses out here just struggling. It's hard to get supplies in and everything. So, but we have to.
Dang, I thought with it being a spirit lifter, they might have put a little rush on it, but not so with the liquor. Not so. No. Well, that means to go ahead and get online and order your bottles now for the holiday time, because the way Grizz talking, it's going to definitely be a conversation piece at the dinner table.
Yeah, because I'm not having
any holiday flavors, or do you maintain your same flavor throughout the year?
We maintain our same flavors throughout the year. It's just that the process of getting this stuff, getting the materials, and pushing, multiple brands, multiple flavors. I mean, sometimes it gets tricky. So we're just gonna stick with these that we have for now, because once it reaches another state, it's still new.
Right.
So
I got you. Much respect to that. Well,
I got one more thing. We need to come up with a flavor for Grizz, man, a caramel type flavor. I don't know how it is, but I taste caramel too.
You say what now?
We got to come up with a Markell-Bani flavor for Grizz.
He said he needs you to sprinkle a little caramel on that thing, for the light-skinned fellas.
Hey, yeah, I'm just networking here. What's this Through the Grapevine? Is that a documentary?
Grapevine. Yes, it's a movie that we have about how we got started on Amazon Prime.
It's on Amazon Prime. Let's give a round of applause for these brothers doing big things. You know what I'm talking about? Amazon Prime. That is big. Yeah, who did the film?
Joy Masafo.
They local or they?
Yeah, he's local. Yes, he's local.
Okay. Wow.
I wrote it and he filmed it. He produced it.
I'm gonna go home and watch that. That's gonna be.
That's a whole new process. You got to come back and tell us all about the making of.
Yeah.
That whole thing. That's interesting. So you just not one face. You're gonna do everything it takes to make sure this wine company stands the test of time, huh? And I heard you speaking of generational wealth. So I mean, it's good to see a person like ourselves, other Black people that are going after something that is not so common. I mean, we hear about it more now, but you're talking about back in 2008. So that makes you kind of one of the innovators of bringing this to the Black community. So kudos to you. Do you do any business lectures? Do you go anywhere and talk about network with? Is there a system that you have that kind of keeps you going and at the top of your game?
We go to a lot of different wine tastings, though. We are in Washington, D.C. a lot. We're in Georgia a lot. Those are some of the places that carry our product as well.
Atlanta?
And that's yes. Atlanta, Georgia as well.
Big one. That's a big place for our people.
Yes,
D.C. as well.
Man, did y'all
And
do
they-
heavy marketing
their
in
sections
Atlanta?
were open. Yes, we do.
Boy,
Yes,
boy,
we do.
boy. I don't want to be ghetto, but where's the like the record labels and stuff? Where's your demographics hitting? Is where you selling the most of your liquor? I mean, not liquor, wine. Excuse me.
We just got that area, and that comes along with Kroger as well.
Okay. Kroger's is gonna do it then, because ain't that? Give Kroger's a round of applause because they are a hometown team.
Yeah.
And they are everywhere. Kroger's is
Everywhere.
I think the number one food chain, grocery store. Gotta be. I gotta
Yes.
Google that shit and see if that's the real. But they are everywhere, and
East Coast.
it trips me out, man. You can go anywhere and see a goddamn
And
Kroger's.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what. Give another round of applause for Kroger's. That's gonna be so huge for y'all, man.
But yes, on the East Coast, we also have Giants as well. That's a big grocery chain on the East Coast.
Okay.
So
Man, y'all is doing it. I'm glad I got y'all on here. And I'm all glad that my team was already affiliated with y'all in the first goddamn place. And they way younger than me.
You get the drink for free tonight.
Yes,
I'm
young
just
boys
kidding.
put it on. Now Grizz is on this mug, so we gonna take it to the next level. You understand what I'm talking about? Let me show you what I'm talking about.
All right, Grizz, put the bottle down.
It's almost empty, baby. It's almost empty. You know, I'm feeling good. But
Horrible.
I'm glad you was
And
on
you
the
sitting
show,
there
man.
smoking too?
Yes, I'm glad you was on the show, man. And you're welcome to stay on. You know what I'm saying? At this point of the game, we always go with Ivory and her news you can use.
Well, wait, I want to ask one more thing.
Okay.
I know that right now Nostalgia is one of the big jazz clubs, and it's really coming with for our people. Is that someone that you know? Okay. No. Okay.
People have tried to get us in there, and it just haven't worked. So once again, I have supported Nostalgia as well.
Okay. Just a question I wanted to ask, since wine and jazz kind of go hand in hand.
Oh,
Just not with us.
Another place I just thought about. Have you been to Master Fresh and his paint bar?
I've never heard of it.
Oh man, we're gonna have to link y'all up, man, so you can get y'all stuff in there too, because he does some wonderful things down there. He's from here, but
Is that the paint sip?
Huh?
Sipping paint?
No, remember it's the DJ that I was gonna have on the show, but timing got messed up, and he has a paint bar where he sells paintings and art and arts and all of that good stuff. And it's very booming. It's very popping. He had Freddie Gibbs there, a lot of different people. And it's a culture thing. And this would fit real good in there because it's not just demographics of black folks. It's a variety of people in there that do their thing on this, what they call it, not millennial, but I don't know. It's one of the hip things that they doing now.
Well, you put them together, Grizz. You make that work like how things work in the background. And
I am. I'm a firm believer.
And then soon, it will be a great birthday gift if anyone would like to oblige. Don't everyone jump at once, but that'd be a nice thing to have. After I deliver the baby.
We're gonna get it cracking.
If anyone was wondering.
Definitely. But yeah, at this time, we go on the news you can use, and you welcome to. We ask you some questions too about it. You can chime in your opinion on the subject matter or whatever. But I just got to get it off of my freaking head, man. I just want to talk about it. It's the Travis Scott thing, man. That is really a big topic right now, man. And like I said on one of the posts, man, and I have a friend, I'm going to name his name, but his daughter went to the concert, man, and the stuff that she was telling him, it was crazy. I don't have to let her tell it from her mouth, but when you have people and you have to make a decision, do I step on this person to survive? Because if I don't step on this person, then I'm going to die. That's a scary situation.
Traumatizing.
It's crazy how these folks don't believe doo-doo stink. Doo-doo does stink, man. I can't believe they had a 9-year-old child there. Some people can't believe a 9. Why would you take your 9-year-old son to a Travis Scott concert?
Anyway.
Well, it is definitely
Yeah,
a tragedy
I heard
what
that
happened
concert
there.
anyway.
I think that we had a lot of people speak on the safety concerns even much prior to the concert. And it really shows that the ball was largely dropped with the production team, safety team, and the coordination of what was going on in the stands with the fans, versus, you know, how everything was treated on the forefront. I don't think safety was the biggest issue. And you having this conversation with different demographics of people and depending on who you're speaking with. And so, you know, some people are saying, you know, it's his sacrifice that he made with his devil worship and his Illuminati connection and blah, blah, blah. And some people are saying it's God taking his money for devil worshiping because he's being sued by so many different people. He's losing a lot of endorsements. A lot of people are backing out of business ventures with Travis Scott. And right now it's really bad. But again, he hired these people. You got these people on the payroll, and these people are not doing what they're paid to do, which safety should always come first in somewhere with the last venue.
See,
but was it the venue or was it him?
Thank you. That's where I was getting
security.
At. Exactly.
Well, the thing is there. Okay, so the reason why the public is so faulting Travis Scott because they're saying that the audience definitely made a public cry directly to him and his staff members on what was going down on the floor during the concert while it was happening. Production and casting, the venue, the bottom line is all of the people that were in charge of that venue were hired by Travis Scott's team. So although it wasn't personally him, it's still personally him. It's just like if you hire a CEO that comes out with a racial slur somewhere and gets caught on the carpet, they question the whole business.
Right. So the whole thing. That's
but my thing is this: when they had that shooting in Las Vegas, did the people that was at the venue, did they go out the person that was shooting the people that in Las Vegas when they was at their field? So their safety was at risk as well. I don't understand. How is it our fault when it comes to stuff like this? It's our fault. But when it's other races, it's not our fault.
Well, see,
let me
back up a little bit and focus on what Ivory was saying about everything being with him and starts with him. First of all, this guy is an influential guy. Influential. Right. We had Fortnite. He had over, I don't know how many million followers that night when he did a concert on Fortnite. Every show that this young man does involves the type of mosh pit, this, that, and the third activity. Okay. You know what I'm saying? He's been founded for this, that, and the third. And I know some people don't want to hear this. Some people want to say conspiracy. Some people want to say this or that and the third. But when you have, like my friend's daughter is telling you, and you have producers and other people who go to concerts and been to concerts and festivals like this, first of all, you got to know music. Kanye just said in his interview on the Drink Champs, he made a comment about the 808 sound, the 808 and what it does to people. People don't understand how influential and what music does. When Travis Scott, and I'm going to just say it, he's been known for his Satanism. He's been known for his devil stuff. I don't know if when you do drugs beyond marijuana, when you do drugs,
marijuana's not a drug.
Cocaine, fentanyl, acids, lucids, all of this stuff.
All that kind of stuff.
And you in this type of environment.
And you got one of the Kardashians as a baby mama.
And you in this type of environment, man, I've been inebriated. I'm inebriated
You
now.
inebriated right now.
Right now, Markell-Bani, get you some. When you get to that next level, man, of these drugs, and you doing this stuff, and you opening yourself up for anything and everything. And this guy's been known for that. He didn't care about, you said money. You had Kanye West mention in a tweet or a text message that he got more money than Travis Scott, Jay-Z, and somebody else combined together. That let you know Travis Scott got money, man. He got money, and that's why it's so easy for him.
He's tied in with Live Nation.
All of that.
Let's not forget the Kardashians again. I mean, we all know that that's $1 billion family. Well, his mother of his children herself she's a billionaire.
They're not hurting for no money.
Forbes list of youngest billionaires. These are kids. So I see it two ways, because these are still kids. These are still young adults. Let's be honest here. A scientist can prove that the maturity of a person doesn't happen until a certain age, right? That don't stop them from charging 15, 14-year-olds as an adult, even though we scientifically know that person is not capable of having an adult concept and thought process, nor do they have the ability to weigh out the pros and cons of certain consequences. Now, that being said, I'm not going to say it's only us, because it's Alec Baldwin is falling under the same consequences right now. Hiring the wrong people, having the wrong people in place. A death happened on his set, and he's being held accountable for that. So right. I think what we're seeing is a transition from it being these people that we don't know, that are behind the scenes, that we don't have anybody to point the finger at. And they're saying, no, we letting these stars take the fall now. Mention their names when you talk about these lawsuits. Mention their names when you talk about the travesties that happen, because at the end of the day,
they was pre-warned.
All they're doing is putting the bill. They putting the money up. It's this person's discretion on who you hire and what their credentials hold. You can't get out here and hire amateurs for something that's going to hold 500,000 people. And you have somebody that just started yesterday making life-changing decisions on how we're going to secure this venue.
No, they're part of the plan. That's what you don't understand. They are all part of the plan. He hired them for a reason, for a purpose, for them to be able to do what they did.
That's why himself on a personal level is being held accountable, because yes, he hired these people. You hand select whatever the purpose was. People lost lives behind this. People are traumatized for life behind this.
I don't even blame the people. Like I said, he's so influential that if you're on the stage and you're doing and you're doing like this, he gonna kill me. But when you're doing like this, you had the power to control the crowd, like a DJ controls the crowd. When you're in that and you're in that state of mind, there's no way in hell that boy should have let that show go on. You controlled it. These people are here for you. If you tell them to wave to the left, they're going to wave to the left. If you part the seas like the Red Sea, if you tell them, I need you to be part this way and that way, they're going to do that.
Oh, so now he got godlike features in his crowd.
Ivory. You have to watch some of the video. Yes, he does. That's the whole thing in a nutshell that we're saying. That's what these people were saying.
I don't disagree with you. I'm not disagreeing one way or the other. All I'm saying is all these things are the key factor on why Travis Scott himself is in the news, being the person, being the blame, footing the bill behind this, because you held the key to save his lives. You could have stopped. You could have done anything. You could have moved the crowd. You could have redirected the attention. You could have simply, because let's be honest, he's not in no position hurting for no money. Even if it meant you stop your concert for 30, 45 minutes and let these people get cleared out of here, whatever the situation was before it got to where there were lives lost, there were a lot of steps that could have been taken. And the fact that the Houston Police Department and Houston Fire Department also have on record conversations with the production team. I don't know if Travis Scott was directly included with these conversations, but these conversations were had, that there were major safety concerns. And before we even get into the number of people in this venue at one time, let's talk about COVID-19 being one of the major safety concerns. You have this venue, it's closed in, you have hundreds of thousands of people of all ages confirmed, and there are no COVID precautions put in place. You ain't no 6 feet apart and no 100,000 people, or even 50, 60,000.
I didn't even think of that. I didn't even think of that. Now that you said that, I didn't even think of that.
So those were some of the precedences for the safety concern conversations to even begin, was the number of tickets sold for these venues versus the COVID numbers. That initiated and sparked the conversation. And from there, it went on to safety, security concerns, just with the number of people and the lack of team members. There's no way 50, 60 people can hold back thousands of people.
Man, they said they was fencing people in. That was crazy. That was a pre-calculated event. I knew it was going to go on. I mean,
well, I don't think anybody on Travis Scott's team had an idea that they were getting ready to be put into this kind of financial distress, because I don't care how much devil worshiping you doing, it ain't beneficial if you stand in front of your audience losing all your money.
Girl, them people died. You know what part of the game you don't understand? What part of the game you don't understand? The sacrifice was them people dying. It wasn't about the money. It was about them people dying. It was about that.
I'm not saying you're wrong, but you have an audience to prove a point to. Money is always a factor. It is the root of most of all evil. So
no, the love of money. That's what the scriptures say. The scriptures say the love of money. And he got money. The money that he losing right now is nothing compared to what he has.
Yeah, and on top of that, you have to consider the fact that if any of this concert venue was insured, insurance is going to be paying the bulk of a lot of this. They'll drag out lawsuits for long lengths of time. They will also make settlements with a lot of these people that are in financial distress. It'll be a lot that happens. Does not take away from the fact that Travis Scott's not going to do a lot of business going forward. You spoke about that Fortnite contract. It's gone. You talked about that Cactus Jack.
They said it was gone?
Fortnite is gone. They pulled that contract the next day.
He'll be okay.
That contract is gone. So it's definitely going to be a financial difference. I mean, we even know in small business, just said with the conversation we had earlier today, with the bigs, having that solidification, and then overnight it's gone again, and you got to get back to pounding the pavement. You got to get back to where you can stand on your own 2 feet again. And the fact that his lack of concern for his fan base, we talking about the people that make you your money. It looked like you don't give a damn. If we all up for bids, I don't know if I want to follow you so much anymore. It's all fun and games until somebody get hurt. So we got to be realistic. Once people start getting hurt, especially in the public outcry like this, where you have so many of the fans turning on this entertainer, they done with him. He's not going to make the impact that he had the capability of making had he made different decisions.
Yes, he will. You know why?
Thing.
You know why?
He could have made a lot of different decisions.
Yeah, but
they also pulled him from his concert. He had a big concert that was going on. They traded his spot for Post Malone. Now got that contract.
It's
starting.
He'll take a break because he got money. He did his sacrifice. That's what he did. He'll take his break. We probably won't hear this from him for a minute, whatever. But he'll be back. But you brought up a very interesting thing about the COVID and about the vaccination, and I was tripping off of Brett. I mean, is it Brett Favre? Not Brett Favre, but what's the other one? The quarterback. Aaron Rodgers. Talking
about he was purple like he was vaccinated and he really wasn't.
I was in whatever the word is. I'm so feeling good right now. The word word. And
immunization.
Yes. See, that's why we have people like y'all to help people
That's
out. Me out.
That's why he said you banned from drinking on the show.
Who said that?
Me.
Oh. Well, you ain't here till you get back. I'm gonna be drinking. But the difference between him and what was the basketball dude named? Kyrie
Irving.
Kyrie Irving. Man, now y'all talk about how the media went ham on him and not Aaron Rodgers. Now that's a problem I see.
That's what I'm saying.
That's because Aaron Rodgers got the right skin complexion, honey. You already know how this game go when it comes to a black man versus
But you
a white
got
man.
Stephen,
White man ain't never wrong.
Wasn't
the
Stephen
white man
A?
Ain't wrong.
What?
It was a mistake. Forgive him.
Wasn't
Let's
Stephen
move
A?
forward.
Wasn't Stephen A. going hard on? Hey, Greg, wasn't Stephen A. going hard on Kyrie?
Listen, we just talked about this. Okay, now let's first of all, we got to not even put Stephen A in this conversation because he's such an a-hole when it comes to our own people. He do so much outlashing and backlashing against his own until it don't make sense. I've never took a liking to that gentleman. So anyway, moving ahead, what I will say is we still in the game of life. Of course, they're not going to hold Aaron Rodgers as accountable as they did with Kyrie Irving when he put so many more, I won't even say so many more. He put lives at risk unknowingly. At least Kyrie Irving was man enough to say, I ain't got it and I ain't getting it. Here he is.
What you mean put lives at risk?
People to believe that he was vaccinated and had been immunized and he's just passing it, coughing it,
hold on.
all over the court. I mean, all over the field.
Hold on. Greg, what's your take on the vaccination? You could answer though with no comment or whatever, but what's your take on being vaccinated versus not vaccinated?
I think it's your personal choice. I think it should be your personal choice.
Give a round of applause for that answer.
I also believe it's your personal choice. The only thing I can say about Aaron Rodgers is you do have a duty to inform your audience, your team members, if you are not vaccinated, because these guys are going home to their wife, children, family, friends, whomever, and under the assumption that
I don't agree with that, because your family, whatever, you don't go around asking everybody at the grocery store, are you vaccinated?
No, you don't know, but you don't play a multi-million-dollar sport, and you don't hold the same accountability as someone that's out here.
What difference is making money? What difference whether you have money that has nothing to do with it?
It does.
Shouldn't.
Nobody's looking up to you.
It shouldn't.
I'm not trying to be funny, but you got a whole generation of people thinking that it's good, that it's okay to inconvenience everybody at the luxury of who you are. And I'm not saying right, wrong, or indifferent, but like you said with Kyrie Irving, they didn't show him the same courteous, and he said that it was his personal choice not to be vaccinated. Here, this other guy misleading people to believe he was. If you wanted to be left in the dark, it's my business, well, leave it at your business. You're the one that publicly said that you had been vaccinated and were causing.
He didn't say vaccinated. He said immunization.
It's the same thing. What do
No,
you
it's
think?
not.
You can't be
No, it's
immunized
not.
without a vaccine?
No, it's not. You can have your own personal body immunization. It could be.
Stop playing. Come on.
I ain't playing. I'm dead serious. I take herbos.
Someone uses the
I
phrase
take herbos.
That
take
means
herbos.
you have received a vaccination.
Herbos.
That don't mean you think in your mind you took the right herbs, and now that don't stand on
Dr.
nobody.
Sebi.
Immunization is a record, is a recorded
I
fact
disagree with
of
you.
having
I
a
disagree with you.
vaccination.
What you think, Greg? We need another person. What you
These
think?
is facts. I hold a medical degree. What are you talking about? I'm not saying my opinion. That is a strong fact, sir. You cannot use the word immunize without
I am immunized. Nigga, I take herbals. I take elderberry.
You know what?
I'm gonna
drag you down to the church house.
Zinc
water, because you need Jesus.
Zinc or whatever. Let me cut the brand. Hold on. Yeah. Damn, my fingers.
Production crew, please.
Zinc.
Can somebody help me with this schmuck?
Oh gosh.
Can you please help me with this?
And he would play that shit anyway. But anyway, go ahead.
I'm being serious.
Whatever.
When you say you are immunized, that means you received a vaccine. That's clearly, factually what that statement means. And you don't use that statement if that is not a fact for you. So like I said, when you deliberately mislead your audience,
can I get a
your
wah?
and everybody else you are doing the wrong thing. And that's the big difference, Grizz. Don't nobody care if you got your immunization while you at the grocery store. We all decided we was going to the grocery store with these unimmunized folks, but you didn't decide you was going to work with somebody that was supposed to be immunized and was not, and told you that they were. That's the difference.
Can I get him all want now?
No, give me a round of applause.
What the heck? Thank you. I'm about to say.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna have to leave.
That's what's up.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining. Give a round of applause. Appreciate it. I hope you have fun. Share it. You know, subscribe, like it, do it all, and we gonna talk after this, man, because I need some more sponsorship.
Oh God! Don't give Grizz another nothing. But thank you so much.
Come on,
for
so
the
have a
show.
good one, man. Appreciate you.
Tell him about it for me.
That's what's up.
Most definitely.
Thank you.
All right.
No, seriously though, Grizz, when it comes to Kyrie Irving and Aaron Rodgers, the difference is that guy deliberately told a bold-faced lie to his team members, NFL, everybody else. And furthermore, if they don't fine him for that, like they do everybody else when they get caught jeopardizing the team and the status of the NFL, because now look at you. You got this lying pansy on the forefront being the captain of the team, and here he is, a liar, a dishonest, unethical, ingrate.
Hey man, I just let you go ahead and get it off your chest. Cause
Yeah, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. And while we talking about these old goofy ass athletes, professional athletes, let's talk about Pac-Man goofy tail self right here from Cincinnati Bengals.
Shuck it, duggy.
An ex-NFL Bengals player, and how he got involved in. See, I be wondering why these people get all this money and then want to keep on losing it all with all these lawsuits and carrying on because they make poor decisions. It just seems silly and simple-minded to me. Anywho, he got into some bar fight. His excuse was, if you know anything about Pac-Man, you know he's straightforward. Some people call it arrogant. Some people say conceited. I'm gonna just say he.
Yeah. That's what it is. It's
I'm gonna just say he a black man with more money than he knew what to do with. So you know you're gonna get what you get when it come to him. But he was just like, I was doing what I had to do to protect myself, and that's pretty much that. Well, he was sentenced to 180 days in jail. 150 days are suspended. He will have to serve 30 days. And he got some kind of fine.
Wait a minute. He said, wait a minute. He only got to do 30 days?
Only got to do 30 days.
He going to get out still beating ass.
I ain't going to say he ain't, but he sure might think about it twice now after having all that freedom.
Nope.
And you got to go sit down for 30 days.
He got the money. Nope. He got the money to act a goddamn fool. He got the money. If you get 180 days and you got 30, you only live 30, he got money to pay the man, and the next to the man, and the next to the man. He's a Cincinnati Bengal.
Lord.
You know what I'm talking about?
Grizz done had a little too much on the.
I'm just saying. He gonna get out. He's still gonna be gangbanging. Ain't stop nothing.
Drop that damn liquor, hey Drew.
He gonna be still gangbanging doing what he do.
What's wrong with your boy? Okay, so let's just speak. Since I spoke earlier in regards to delivery, strange things are happening in fertility these days. Do you know a fertility clinic allowed 2 women in California to carry each other's embryos? And these babies are now 4 months old, just now finding out that they're with the wrong parents and they have to be returned to the rightful parent.
What? Wait a minute. What? Wait a minute.
I'm going to say don't go to no fertility clinics in California no time soon. Yes. These women carried the incorrect embryos for 9 months, have housed and loved and cared for these tender babies for the first 4 months of their lives. And now in 30 days, they have to cut all ties and return these babies to the real mothers, which is each other, and move on with their lives. It is such a sticky situation. We have to push forward. No pun intended, but that's ugly.
That's real ugly. I don't know.
In the lawsuit world, they're also going to be able to get a check because there ain't no way in hell you done made me carry somebody else's embryo for 9 whole months to deliver this baby, go through hours in hell of the delivery process.
Crazy.
And now I got to turn this baby over.
The world is
I
crazy.
think not.
It's called embryo swapping. When embryo swapping goes wrong. Dun, 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 dun.
So, I mean, in the quest of having your own family, I definitely get it. I understand, but this is such a touchy topic and sensitive. Could you imagine your wife done brought you home the wrong baby and you think you finna teach him how to play ball in the park, and next thing you know, you gotta rearrange your whole life because you finna have you a little ballerina in the skirt.
Yeah, that's the world is doing too much right now. The world is doing too much.
Let's just keep these families in prayer, along with all the families that were impacted by the Travis Scott situation. Let's bring forth light. There's also a missing New Jersey girl who was supposed to testify against her ex-father-in-law, who was a New Jersey police officer. This young girl went missing. She's 14 years old, just 1 week away from her testimony, putting this man away in jail. And it seems a little bit fishy. They can't find any information in the whereabouts of this young girl. So
they ain't questioning the dad?
I don't know.
Did you say that wait a minute. So
it's the stepfather was who she was going to be testifying against. Some sort of domestic situation in the home. And she's come up missing just 1 week prior to her testimony happening. Are you following me?
I'm following you. I'm trying to fathom, like, where's the daddy? Why ain't somebody on this man's neck? Because there's something had to happen.
I'm sure they are, but he's part of the police department. So what do you think they can do?
Oh, the stepdad's in the police department?
Okay, I just said, are you following me? And you said yes, and you weren't. Yes, he is in the New Jersey Police Department.
I said I was.
We are not making light of this situation. This is serious business here.
I know it is.
Go missing and we don't get the coverage. Had it been coverage live news?
They're black children. It's a black girl.
You know all the information about it, but she's not getting the same attention.
Wait a minute. Let me get serious. So it's a black girl. Is the stepdad a black guy?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
He's a police officer currently servicing the New Jersey area where this girl has gone missing, and they have no idea. There's no surveillance of where this girl has gone. Oh, yeah,
he did that. He done did something to that baby. He had to.
So that's why I'm saying don't be laughing now. Let's laugh on another segment. This little young girl could be in very much danger.
Yeah, I wasn't laughing at that. I was laughing. I wasn't paying attention.
Hopefully she gets returned home in one piece at some point or another. But again, if you're the praying kind, just keep these families in your prayers, because there's a lot of people going through a lot of things right now.
Ain't that the truth? You're so right about that. It's a lot of crap going on in this world, and a lot of people going through things. Did you know that the wealth gap between the wealthy and the poor, I don't know what they said, doubled or tripled during the pandemic?
Yes.
During the pandemic, that's saying something. So the medium, middle class, working class is on the verge of being poor. I thought I looked at.
But that's always been the case. This country is not structured for it to house all these different economic groups. This country was created for the extreme, for the elite. You have to think about the whole infrastructure of the making of the United States of America and what lengths they went through to become who they are. So lower class was never part of the long-term outcome of the United States.
It's not a conspiracy if it's happening. Population control. You take that and run with it how you want to run with it, but if you're looking at the statistics and what's going on, where's Benjamin Buttons when we need him? But anyway.
It doesn't matter, because black has always prevailed. We have since the beginning of time. We always will. We continue to strive, so each one teach one. Y'all take together. Black power.
Hey, next week we should have, and I always say should because anything might pop up. But we got Corey from Hard to Knock Shop coming in, you know, and
Okay, yeah, big ups, big ups. That place been around a long time,
long
a huge
time.
staple in the city of Cincinnati. They've been bringing artists and different events to the city for a long time.
Before a lot of people got started, and he's still around after a lot of people is gone. You know what I'm talking about? So like I said, we don't give flowers, we give props. So we look forward to that. We're gonna have Santino Corleone on here too. Probably the holiday Wednesday. Have him on there because he can talk to us too. And I'm sure I'm sure Travis Scott will still be a topic of conversation. And he's one of those artists that does that mosh pit stuff. And I want to rack his brains truthfully and see if we can't get him to spill the beans on how that stuff really happens and what goes on. But in the meantime, between time, woo, Lord, have mercy. I can't wait to get home and get some chili. Because this this wine right here is the crap. It's the crap. You can't say crap. It's the shit. You can't say shit. It's the stuff. Okay, it's good. Yeah, I'm there.
True. Can you help me with this smuck?
You know what I'm saying? But anyway.
Please help me with this smuck.
I'll take that right now because I'm feeling it. But I ain't going to talk no more. We just going to let y'all alone. And like we always say every Wednesday, don't be stuck on stupid. And relax on dumb.
Have a good Wednesday.
It's the #1 station blazing the airwaves.
Right here, so keep it locked.
This is GRIZZBIZ, my 2 cents.
Hey, I keep smoke by the pound and women by the